1. Which of the following best represents the primary goal of the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services, DCJS, in law enforcement training programs? Ensuring officers maintain physical fitness only. B. Promoting community engagement through effective communication and ethical conduct. C. Reducing the length of officer training to minimize costs. D. Emphasizing personal opinions over policy-based actions. 2. What is the most effective method for evaluating adult learners in a DCJS-approved training environment? A. Observation of peer discussions only. B. Using written tests without feedback. C. Employing both formative and summative evaluations with measurable outcomes. D. Assigning grades based on attendance. 3. When developing a new DCJS curriculum module, the instructor should first A. Select test questions before identifying objectives. B. Define clear learning objectives aligned with DCJS standards. C. Write lesson plans without referencing regulations. D. Design practical exercises before reviewing requirements. 4. Which DCJS regulation governs the certification and recertification of criminal justice instructors in Virginia? A. 6 Act 20-30. B. 6 of 40-10. C. 6 8 2090. D. 6 at 2080. 5. Adult learners in DCJS programs benefit most when instructors A. Focus on theory with minimal application. B. Encourage self-directed learning through real-world case studies. C. Use a single instructional technique for all participants. D. Avoid discussions on ethical dilemmas. 6. When mentoring a new recruit under DCJS guidelines, an effective mentor should A. Correct errors in private while reinforcing positive behaviors. B. Focus exclusively on written reports. C. Delay feedback until the end of the training cycle. D. Encourage competition among peers. 7. The most reliable way to measure skill competency in a DCJS practical exercise is to A. Use subjective scoring. B. Apply standardized performance criteria. C. Depend on participant self-assessment. D. Record only verbal feedback. 8. Under DCJS regulations, instructors must maintain records of training for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. 9. In DCJS mandated training, formative assessment is primarily used to A. Assign final grades. B. Monitor learning progress and provide timely feedback. C. Replace summative testing. D. Evaluate physical performance only. 10. Which of the following best reflects the concept of regulatory compliance within DCJS training? A. Adhering to established standards and documentation requirements. B. Allowing flexibility in meeting training hours. C. Ignoring reporting deadlines. D. Substituting unapproved training modules. 11. An effective communication skill essential for DCJS certified officers during de-escalation is A. Aggressive questioning. B. Active listening. C. Rapid command issuing. D. Minimal engagement. 12. The curriculum design process in DCJS training should always A. Be instructor-centered. B. Align with agency mission and public safety outcomes. C. Ignore previous evaluation data. D. Avoid revision once approved. 13. During evaluation of a DCJS course, summative assessment focuses on A. Continuous learner improvement. B. Final demonstration of mastery against objectives. C. Initial knowledge checks. D. Informal observation only. 14. When providing corrective feedback to adult learners, DCJS instructors should A. Deliver it immediately, constructively, and with respect. B. Wait until course completion. C. Provide feedback only in written form. D. Avoid discussing weaknesses. 15. Which DCJS guideline emphasizes the importance of maintaining training integrity and preventing falsification? A. Code of Virginia at 9.1102. B. 6 Vac 2050. C. 62090. D. 6 Up 20 to 120. 16. When designing DCJS approved evaluation tools, instructors should ensure they are A. Reliable, valid, and objective. Flexible, vague, and informal. C. Based solely on instructor preference. Focused on rote memorization. 17. In mentoring, modeling ethical behavior is important because A. It reinforces compliance through example. B. It reduces the need for formal evaluation. C. It replaces written instruction. D. It discourages critical thinking. 18. What should a DCJS instructor do if a training participant fails to meet the minimum competency standard? A. Issue a certificate anyway. B. Document deficiencies and provide remedial instruction. C. Ignore the issue and proceed. D. Offer partial credit. 19. Adult learners in criminal justice programs prefer instruction that A. Relies on abstract theories. B. Connects learning to professional experience. C. Uses long lectures only. D. Avoids discussion and debate. 20. The DCJS Code of Ethics for Instructors requires A. Objectivity, fairness, and respect for students. Promoting personal beliefs. C. Prioritizing convenience over compliance. D. Ignoring institutional procedures. 21. When revising a DCJS training program, feedback from which group is most valuable? A. Former participants and field supervisors. Unrelated agencies. C. General public. D. Administrative clerks. 22. To promote inclusivity in DCJS classrooms, instructors should A. Acknowledge diverse perspectives and experiences. B. Discourage differing viewpoints. C. Focus only on majority opinions. D. Assign identical roles to all learners. 23. The mentoring process within DCJS environments should begin with A. Establishing mutual trust and clear goals. B. Assigning random tasks. C. Conducting tests before introductions. D. Avoiding personal discussions. 24. The primary purpose of lesson plan approval in DCJS training is to A. Ensure instructional consistency and compliance. B. Simplify paperwork only. C. Reduce training hours. D. Allow instructor flexibility without oversight. DCJS mandates that firearms requalification records be A. Verified and stored by the agency for auditing. B. Destroyed after 1 month. C. Submitted without verification. D. Ignored unless requested. 26. When facilitating adult learning in DCJS programs, the instructor's role is to A. Serve as a guide and facilitator rather than sole authority. B. Deliver information without interaction. C. Withhold feedback until course end. D. Dictate one method of learning. 27. Ethical decision-making training in DCJS programs is designed to A. Reinforce accountability and integrity in enforcement actions. B. Increase punishment severity. C. Replace use of force policies. D. Focus solely on agency image. 28. An effective method for improving retention in DCJS learning sessions is A. Scenario-based simulations and practical exercises. B. Repetition of policy readings. C. Unstructured discussions. Memorization drills only. 29. A DCJS-approved mentor should prioritize A. Development of mentees' professional judgment and confidence. B. Administrative compliance only. Competition between trainees. D. Avoiding performance feedback. During evaluation, reliability ensures that A. Scores are consistent across evaluators and contexts. B. The test is subjective. C. Learners are surprised by grading methods. D. Questions vary arbitrarily. 31. Which instructional strategy aligns best with DCJS's adult learning focus? A. Problem-based learning that applies real-world law enforcement scenarios. Passive lectures. C. Unrelated storytelling. D. Reading lengthy regulations aloud. 32. When maintaining compliance, DCJS training programs must A. Follow established state-mandated documentation and audit trails. B. Modify standards at will. C. Disregard instructor qualifications. D. Use unapproved evaluation tools. 33. A mentor using reflective questioning with recruits is primarily aiming to A. Encourage critical thinking and self-assessment. B. Replace formal instruction. C. Increase workload. Test memory recall only. 34. The first step in developing measurable learning outcomes under DCJS standards is to A. Identify what knowledge, skills, and attitudes learners must demonstrate. B. Write final tests first. C. Skip objectives and start with evaluation. D. Assume prior understanding. 35. In DCJS supervision courses, effective communication emphasizes A. Clarity, empathy, and professionalism. B. Authority and dominance. C. Minimal feedback. Technical jargon. 36. DCJS requires that agencies provide annual training reports to A. Ensure accountability and verify compliance with state standards. B. Replace certification tests. Maintain agency reputation only. D. Encourage competition. 37. When evaluating performance, validity refers to A. The test measuring what it is intended to measure. B. Consistency of scoring. C. Instructor satisfaction. D. Ease of administration.